Hey guys, we are live.
I'm Trina.
I'm Jazz.
HDZ.
You don't get any bombs from me tonight.
Damn. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, sir.
Until I get my birthday. You don't get any more
shit.
bombs.
Oh God,
It's Barry.
we definitely might need to talk about that tonight.
Trina did get a
Maybe
birthday.
towards the end.
Trina, what
She just wasn't satisfied.
I
we went to
wasn't.
Top Golf. That shit was mad fun.
That shit was mad fun.
I think we might have to speak on it later in the episode, though.
Nah. It's
Because
something,
I
it's
think-
something, it's something here.
No, but I think we need
Snoozeville.
our listeners' input because I feel like you guys think we're like crazy.
But we're not, Jazz.
Everybody's crazy.
Everybody.
We talk about our birthday
You might
for
be
like
crazier.
3 months.
I talked about my birthday for like a whole last
And,
year.
and then on top of that, it was
And
mine.
what happened?
I think I talked about this on the show already.
Yes.
Barry lied
Oh,
to
then we
me.
can just leave it back in the last show. If you go back and find it in the
Uh-uh.
archives.
You said let's talk about it, so
Okay.
we go
So
talk
we
about
gonna
it.
motherfucking talk about it.
So
I'm
we
talking
gonna
about
we just
Trina,
gonna
Trina HD. That's more recent. You know what I'm saying?
we can
My birthday was like 6 months ago.
right. I could. So mine was my 25th
Yes.
birthday. I didn't let him try to take over nothing.
You turned
ever since
25?
then.
No, nigga, listen. Let's put our listening ears on.
When I did turn 25,
She's saying that was her 25th.
Got you.
that was my like how Trina was like HD. I want you to take care of my 30th birthday. I did that for my 25th birthday with Barry, and he blew it.
It was an epic fail.
I don't think so.
You weren't there for her 25th birthday.
Oh, I was talking about your 30th.
Somebody's shaking the table. I ended up having fun on my actual birthday because, we went to dinner with some friends, and then I went out with my sister because when I turned 25, she turned 21. So that was fun. But I wanted to go away for my birthday, and at the time, traveling was not important to him. So
No, it wasn't a priority.
he lied to me for like almost a whole year.
It wasn't a lie.
It was a lie.
If it wasn't the truth, it was a lie.
We went from going
no,
to
it was
Hawaii.
true. Things were gonna happen, but other
Never.
things, came in the middle
Don't say
of
that shit. Don't
interfered.
Don't say that.
But
That's
that
what
brings
happened.
us to
Don't
our other
say
point,
that.
Jazz. We always say that if we tell you it's super important, you have ample amount of time to make sure that
It
it
happens.
happens.
Yeah, but what happens if like you do plan for it and then all of a sudden some shit just happens?
Just happens to come.
But
to the
it's
side.
not about that because the problem is you didn't acknowledge it. Like it's like
It's the difference between trying to plan something and then stuff just don't happen.
yeah, and then we would
Because-
understand because then it's like, well, babe, this happened. Well, it was that or the phone bill. It was like like we
Yeah,
understand.
it was that.
Yeah, but
It was
you
not
can't
that.
use
It was-
that
it
as
was
an
not
that.
excuse.
It was not that.
These lights.
It was
But
not
you can't
that.
use that as an excuse if you don't verbally say that, and then it's like we were going to Hawaii, but this happened, and this is why we couldn't go.
We ain't go because this nigga didn't
plan.
plan. He think it was important.
Period.
He didn't set no. Barry is the ultimate saver. If anybody can save some money, is Barry. Like you think he ain't got like it'll be like the end of the week or like the end of the month. He's like, man, ain't got no money, and then like 2 seconds later, he turned around and got like $500. Like I thought you said you had no
I
money.
had to hit some licks. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
He ain't hitting no licks. He just
HD, you just stay quiet over there, okay?
I personally think you had a good birthday.
I mean, I really, really, really enjoyed seeing Kayla. That was amazing. But I just felt like my actual birthday, it just kind of flopped. Like we could have did a huge like birthday dinner. That was a surprise, and Kayla could have been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could have been more. Thank you, Kayla. I had an amazing birthday, but I'm saying it could have been.
you
First-
wanted a little bit more.
I
First
just
of
wanted
all,
more effort. Like it was like,
ladies and gentlemen, checked out the effort that I put into it,
oh
right?
my god,
Preach, brother.
Me,
nigga, you still owe me a birthday.
Kayla, and I actually talked about.
Mm.
Kayla, matter of fact, asked me like, "Yo, what should we do for Trina's birthday?"
Shout out to Kayla.
So
Hey,
I
Kayla.
said, "I think you should surprise her."
That's not, but that HD, that's not a birthday. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No.
It's a goddamn birthday
No, it's
gift.
not.
I
It is a
get the.
gift.
That's like me telling Tiffany to come in town,
And if he's surprised.
that's it. That's
Well,
all we doing for
No,
you.
I get from both sides.
No. Let me plead my case.
Break
Go
it
ahead.
down.
It is not like having Tiffany come because you haven't seen Kayla in so long. And then you were complaining about, damn, I need to go to California to see Kayla. When is the next time I'm going to see Kayla?
Why are you talking to me so hard?
So you know what I did?
Calm down. You
You
at a
know-
9. I need you at a
Listen,
3.
you know what I did? I got Kayla to come to Atlanta.
He brought you Kayla.
That's great. And that's what I'm saying. I had a great time with Kayla, but I'm saying the actual part of my festivities, we didn't do nothing.
So
We did do something.
No, we didn't. And specifically, I know we didn't do, what I'm saying is we didn't do anything that was like birthday related to me. We can always go to Topgolf. We can go to Topgolf tonight. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is I just thought if we were going to do something, we could have like put a little more effort in it. Because I specifically told you that I wanted to like, you know, maybe go away. And it didn't have to be on my birthday because I had just started that job and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm like, we can skip town to go to Nashville. I know I mentioned that, you know, like I just feel like effort.
So you wanted some romantic shit.
No,
Yeah,
I
and
just
then-
wanted to do something.
And then around that time, we had other shit going on. Like we had a wrench in our lives at that time.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think I did the best that I could do. If you
Which
want,
is why I told you it's cool. 6 months later, we'll do my birthday. And you agreed. Like he acting like he didn't tell me that you didn't tell me like when I finally told you, because this is how it came up. He was like, "Did you enjoy your birthday?" I was like, "Yeah, it was nice. Thanks."
AKA no in Trina's
And
voice.
then he was like,
in Trina's world.
and then he was like, I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't. Like, I enjoyed seeing Kayla. Like, of course, I had a ball with Kayla, but I just felt like my 30th should have been a little more 30-esque.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a monumental moment. And so he actually was like, "You right. Did you not?"
yeah,
And then what did you say?
I said later on down the road, we can celebrate your birthday.
So this is just a reminder that the month of February is the 6-month mark of me turning 31. That's all I'm saying. So you just got to get this shit together is what I'm saying. So I just need to know so I can take off work
shaking my head, shaking my head.
when this is even happening.
I was gonna say that I get what you're saying, like the sentimentalness
Yes,
of the birthday.
me too. I'm
You
not.
hit the
No,
head
you
on you hit the head on the nail with that because you're like, oh, she always sees her cousin, but she hasn't got to see her in a long time. They always celebrate birthdays together, so
Right.
let me bring her so they can do that
I
and make it
agree.
special. She's just saying she wanted that and some more.
I wanted a birthday. Like, I'm so thankful that I got to see my cousin. That's amazing. Like
a
you,
birthday
nobody.
party?
No, like, am I fucking crazy?
I thought it was a good gift.
Listen, man,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it. I'm like, yo,
I think
it's
so.
cool.
I don't
You're
even
saying
know
you
how
wanted a
to-
birthday, but so
Like,
to
this is-
them,
This is what I'm saying.
some extravagant, like how I got you the party bus and had your friends come down and
Yeah, I
da-da-da.
just wanted it
like
to be
all
a
that kind of stuff,
moment.
like a big
Like,
it's all about Trina Day, like
it's
that.
30. You only turn 30 once. What are we doing? It's like that.
I get that.
Ooh, I feel
but
like I'm
I feel in H's mind, I get it. He's thinking, I got her friend here. We amongst other friends. Brandy came with her husband, fiance
Yeah,
at
but
the
I
time.
just feel like that wasn't really a plan. I genuinely feel like August 1st, it was like, hey, y'all, Kayla coming to town. Y'all want to go to Top Golf?
Would have been as better if you
You
showed up to
know?
a place and then surprise, da, 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 and then balloons everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then like a
exactly.
surprise party, but in this
But-
case, it was a gathering of friends. It's hanging our camaraderie. Everybody's having a good time. We here for you. I get where he was coming from.
You know what I would have liked it to be like? What
That's
I did
great.
for our anniversary. That, like, you didn't know. You just walked in and was like, oh, shit, what's going on? And you enjoyed the fuck out of that. Like that. That's what I'm saying.
Just something out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Man, I'll be on the same shit, HD. I look at him like, look,
Look at him. Look
appreciate
at
you
him.
got something. That's what I'll be telling you. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
that's just, that's how
But
I
HD
get down.
fronting because he knows how to do this. That's what I don't understand. Like, this is the same man who surprised me to go see Beyonce in a 500 people setting. This is the same man who surprised me to go to Paris. It's just like little
But
notes of effort.
then everything
I was
was
about
fine.
to say, I
Yeah,
think
the HD's credit, he used the resources he
Yeah.
had at the time, and he made something
All
happen.
right, let's get back on subject. Whatever, whatever. Whatever.
See, the truth hurts.
Saved by the bell.
truth
Not because I don't buy that
hurts.
shit either. Because again, the reason why I don't buy that is because my birthday is the same day every single year. So
Whoa, hold up. There was planning for your birthday, but we had a wrench.
I hear you, but that wasn't. Again, this goes back to what Jazz and I just said. When wrenches are thrown, it's okay to communicate that and say, "Hey, babe, this is what I want to do, but that's not realistic right now." So, what are
you just want to know that he had something planned. Other
yeah? Because
than
when the
Kayla.
shit hit the fan, it just looked like I got
Well,
Monkey wrenches are motherfuckers.
I had something planned.
okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Suck. I ain't gonna say what
Monkey
I
wrenches are motherfuckers. Say it.
Say it with
my
your chest.
dick, nigga.
Damn. You see,
And you know what he said? No.
right.
No.
What did he say,
Put that,
babe?
put
Absolutely
that cock away.
not.
It ain't happening.
Anyway,
That's like mental verbal abuse.
no, it's not.
Oh, we
don't
talk-
be
we-
one of
we
those
do
people.
that all the time then, because we talk to each other like that all day.
Yeah. To me, this is a beatdown, HD. And my fist is always balled the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? No.
I'm not that violent.
You know what I'm saying? Jasmine is.
Don't be playing victim over there.
I'm Joe Biden right
No,
now.
legit. Like, I feel like my friends for the longest until they really, really got to like know Barry and like hear what he be saying and how.
What you
he be
talking about, Jasmine?
Like, I feel like they really thought I used to be in here beating on him or something. Like, I really feel like they thought that for the longest.
Could you blame me?
Oh my god.
When really Barry turned me into this monster, so it ain't got nothing to do with me.
You're
It's
welcome.
all his fault.
You're welcome.
But anyways,
Barry.
You're welcome.
Barry.
Yes.
So
sir.
we have women that expect a lot.
Yes.
Keep it calm.
But you knew.
Hold on,
But
hold
you
on. I didn't even
knew.
finish.
But you.
I didn't even finish.
But here's the fact.
Hold on.
I have been the same
Wait,
Trina
can I finish?
my whole life.
Can I finish?
I've always been needy.
You
Wait,
not
you
letting me
gotta let him
You
finish.
gotta
I've
let me
always,
finish.
cause he not finna do that.
Nah,
today.
you gotta let me finish.
Hit it with the Birdman. Hit it with the Birdman.
You
We
gotta
finish or we done?
You
Yeah.
gotta let him finish. You gotta let him finish.
Go.
Hold on now.
Go.
Hold on.
This is the pit bull
Wait,
coming.
hold on. So Barry, we got women that expect a lot. You know what I'm saying from us,
Damn right.
right? And sometimes that can get a little stressful.
Yeah.
Sometimes we might feel like we need to release.
Yeah.
Why don't you cheat?
What? What the fuck? This is how I'm gonna throw the
Curveball, nigga.
Shaking the table.
My man threw that
Shaking
curve.
the table. Curveball.
I'm about to Barry Bonds this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much. I just want to go on trips.
Sometimes that's
Well,
all
I
right.
ask for a lot, and I wish that
I just need
motherfucker
one
would.
trip a year. That's it.
See? And I'm going to answer that, H.
Right.
I'm a firm believer in karma.
Hell yeah, he say that all the time.
That's a that's a fact.
Yeah.
And what keeps me from doing a lot of things is I try to focus on as much as the good things as possible, because there's a plenty of things that Jasmine would do. I'm like, you know what? Should I be dealing with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I also look at the flip side. I'm like, is it really that? You know what I'm saying? Is shit really that bad? You know what I'm saying? I can fix this. I should be guiding this. Like, whatever she does that's not good for me, I cut it.
Yeah.
Because I could be giving my time to somebody else, but I'm giving it to you. So don't give me the stuff don't give me shit that I don't like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's adjust this because I could be doing other things. So I try to focus on, the positives, and then when I'm getting some type of reflection, I'm like, you know what? We're going to cut that shit now or we're going to have a problem. So it's almost like, and it's hard to say, I put it in that situation like, do you really want to give up a good thing? Just for shit that you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
That you're not,
Whoa, did you hear Jazz?
Because he making it seem
No,
like
no.
it's ultimatums on the table. We ain't never had that shit.
I'm not saying, I didn't say, I
Yes.
didn't, I
But
didn't say
I'm
over
just clearing it up
No,
because
no,
the way
no,
that you making it sound.
No.
Wait, why I'm going like this? with my
They
hands?
can't see your hands. They can hear your mouth.
The way that you're making it sound.
This might
I'm
be
trying
my
to make
favorite
it.
episode.
I'm trying to
it'd
make
be
it
like
sound straight.
ultimatums on the
I'm trying
table.
to make
Like
it
you're
sound
gonna get
straight.
right or I'm gonna leave. Like it ain't never been that.
Jasmine,
I'm just clearing
you
it
hear
up for
that?
the audience.
F the audience right now.
No.
We talking.
No, we're talking to our audience.
Hey guys.
HD,
Hey.
I'm answering the question to H, and the audience is receiving that because they're like, him and H having a real.
Well,
conversation.
HD might think that you telling me my way or the highway. So clear it up so everybody knows.
Clear it up, Barry B.
Okay. this is
For the
it.
people in the
Take-
back.
take it
I'm
home.
giving her a GPS.
Uh-huh.
If she turns somewhere, it will reroute you. So just make sure you take that other route to get back on track. Clean. Is that simple, ladies and gentlemen?
Mic drop.
And he got a
Mic
GPS
drop.
too. Ain't no mic drop.
You know what I'm saying? And I will cut my GPS off. I know where to go.
So the reason why
I was about to say so.
Oh,
really?
Oh, really?
What's up, H?
so the reason why you don't cheat is number one because of karma,
Yes, I believe that.
and you look at the good things
Yeah, I
more
focus.
than the bad.
Yeah, I focus on those.
So why you don't cheat?
I got layers to why I don't cheat. I think the first layer, I
You
don't.
better say the right shit.
You gotta let him talk.
I'm just
Nah,
kidding.
they ain't no. Well, hold on. They ain't no right answer.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They ain't no
Go.
right
No, you
answer.
not.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
She
There
said.
ain't no right answer. The reason why I don't, the number one reason why I don't cheat, I do not like stress. Stress can kill a motherfucker.
Can it?
And I'm talking about like the stress that you get from you bag a chick, you get their number, you texting them. Then all of a sudden, when your girl walk in the room, you got to put your phone away. Or
Make
when
sure the message is
yeah,
deleted.
make sure the message is deleted, and it get messy, and it's a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's too much.
I don't like stress. I don't like drama. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I invested way too much in this relationship for me to fuck it up. You know
Good
what I'm saying?
answer.
There ain't no good answer.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Calm down. Calm down.
What's it? Family Feud? Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer, H.
He said no.
answer, H.
No. Y'all just listen.
Yo, that would be so dope if we could
please
go
go?
on Family Feud.
Nah, they don't want us on Family Feud.
Nah.
We gonna
Steve,
get
Steve will kick me the fuck off.
Word.
As you were, brother.
Continue.
And then there's also, I think, a spiritual aspect, like, you know, karma and shit. But we married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't play with that type of energy. Like, you know, whatever you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, you don't play with, you know, having a vow, making a vow to God, making a vow to your wife, and then going back on it. You know what I'm saying? That's like to me, that's like the worst thing that you can do.
Yeah, I respect that.
You know,
For real.
I just don't play with that. Why don't you cheat, Trina?
I don't cheat because I really, really, really adore you. I've cheated before, like on an ex. And
You cheated with me.
no, I didn't, HD.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God, here we go. I've never cheated on HD.
Are you trying to hide something from us, Trina?
No, I've never cheated on him.
No, not on him. With him.
I cheated with you?
Yeah.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
Nigga, we've been talking for 15 years.
Oh, well then, yeah, I did. I did have other boyfriends.
You will not ruin my reputation here.
I'm like,
She's like, wait
yeah,
a minute, what?
like I've cheated in the past, and honestly, it would be because like I just genuinely didn't care. You know, like in the past, I got tired of people fast. I would like look for a reason to get out of the relationship, and HD is the only person that I've never like gotten tired of, or like I've never like, you know, just been over and ready to move on. Like, so I genuinely adore him and I respect him as a person. That's why I don't cheat on you.
Oh, that's nice.
Shut up.
But what happens when that fades away?
It doesn't. I
what's-
feel like our relationship, like I feel like we've stood like the test of time. And what I've learned from like other people who have long lasting relationships, and I think we've also experienced this, like you fall in love all over again. Like as life happens and as situations get rocky, like it's either like a sink or swim. And I think when you decide to swim, it's that euphoric feeling that makes you fall in love again. So I think it's like levels to love. I don't think that love fades if it's real love. I think it just expands and switches route and
It progresses.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever stop that. I don't think it'll ever fade. Like shit might happen. We just gonna go to another dimension of love. So that's why I don't cheat on you, because I genuinely adore you.
That was sweet.
Jasmine.
That was sweet.
You can
Are you blushing?
you can get a cookie after this episode.
Why you feeding
Why'd you
me?
say my name like that?
I'm just fucking with you.
He's like, Jasmine. Like, wait, what's
Now
going
we friends
on?
again. We
We
was
friends
fighting a
again.
little
We
bit
friends
earlier.
again.
Y'all was, because you told him that
Hey, man.
your birthday
You know what I'm
was
saying?
whack.
I mean,
was
AG
like,
said
And you
one time-
still owe me a birthday.
Well,
Nah. I love
Man,
you.
give me that birthday cake
Tell
tonight.
me
You
you
got to
love
wake
me.
the sleeping giant again.
you heard?
Hey, I love you.
I love you too. Crazy.
Motherfucker.
That's right.
Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Oh,
Oh.
He was like, on to the next question.
Wait.
yeah. I was like, okay, everybody answered. I keep forgetting I haven't, like, because I'm so used to asking the questions. But why don't I cheat? I don't have enough time in the day. Number one.
Right.
But y'all women can make time. Women are very swift about that type
That
of
is a
stuff.
fact. That is a
So
fact.
we don't have enough
On your
time.
lunch
Are you
break?
trying to say
No,
that
no,
my,
no.
my,
But what I'm
my
saying is,
reason not good
if you
enough?
watch this, y'all
Right.
real swift. If you watch Bill Black How to Be a Player, his whole day was that. You don't know if he worked. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly he had a job.
Yep.
But his job was to rotate. But y'all are real masters at that. So I don't buy not enough time for women. 'cause
So
y'all-
you are telling me that my answer is not good enough. That's what you're telling me. So okay, my next answer.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying.
My next answer.
Let her get through
Yeah.
her
Right.
reason.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying.
My next reason, God, I don't know. I just don't have any interest in anybody else. Like I literally, and this might be bad, but like when I'm around other guys, like I look at them like, you ain't Barry. Like, you know what I mean? Like I see like Barry wouldn't do this like this. Like you really like, and I like start to like, I don't know. I think we've been through so much and like kind of like, not he's taught me so much, but we've kind of like, you know, learned a bunch of different things and been through a bunch of different stuff together where I'm kind of just like, what? Where I'm kind of just like, I can see through like the bullshit a lot, if that makes sense. So like immediately when I sense it, I'm just like, ugh, whatever. I just don't have, I don't know. I just don't entertain people. I guess I don't give anybody enough time to even try to get close enough to me to make me look at them a way for me to be like, ooh, let's go cheat or something. I don't know.
Let's go in the corner and cheat.
Yeah, because I like,
Like you're worth cheating.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it just doesn't equate to me. Like, what do you have that's worth me? Number one, I done been with this man for 10 years of my life at this point. Like, what can you give me that I don't already have or that could elevate my life that much better like that without me having to worry about you going to go cheat or you doing this or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not worth it.
Word, I don't think anything is like worth jeopardizing our relationship.
No, absolutely not.
Unless you're unhappy, and I'm happy. So,
Yeah.
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 I think the number one reason why women cheat is because they're not getting something that they need from their mate.
Yeah, vice versa.
Yeah, so, and I
Yeah.
have everything that I need, you know, other than one thing, but that'll come one day.
Oh,
Look at that time.
shit.
Looking at my rollie is about that time.
Well, the time
Oh.
ain't right now. So, next question.
Yo, I have been killing him, I think ever since New Year's, I think. Like, every time I see a meme about like marriage or like a ring or something like that, I'm sending it to them, and I put something up. Oh, y'all know how they're doing that the 10 years ago thing.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
So
yeah.
I saw a meme and it was like a girl's hand. It was like 2009. It was
Oh,
like 2019. Still no ring. So I sent it to him. And then I had like reposted it on Instagram or on Facebook. And my cousin was like, you ain't taking no prisoners. Like, you just stepping on necks this year. And I was like, yes.
Damn, you put that up on your social media?
I'm
Yeah, I
happy.
just retweeted it.
She had to go for it.
Everybody laughed. My aunt put like a sad face. Like my whole family
Everybody's
is like,
waiting.
Everybody's waiting.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting.
That's good. That's good.
And he's horrible.
I can't read. Like, I can't gauge.
You can never gauge him. And when
very-
you think that you can, you have
But if you know what thing about that picture is,
What?
that's still that's nice. Look, her hand is clean then, it's still clean now. That means she ain't cleaning toilets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her life ain't hard. You know what I'm saying? It's still pretty.
She ain't got dirt under her
Yeah,
fingernails.
dirt under your fingernails.
Yeah, I dig
You know what I'm
it.
saying? You don't got callus.
Hey, you providing a good life. You know what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, keep what
I
you're
got a
saying.
question. Jazz, what would you do if it's like, what year is this, 2019?
Mm-hmm.
If it's like 2025 and Barry still hasn't proposed?
I don't know. I'd said when we were 25. This is how
Why are you laughing so hard, Barry?
Because me and Jasmine go there so funny. She was like, you know what, Barry? If it ain't this time, I'm out. And I say,
I've done this like so
Okay.
many times. Like I told him when I was 23, I was like, if you don't propose to me by I'm 25, then I'm leaving. Then 25 came and I was like, ugh, I'm not ready to be nobody's wife. So then I was like, well, and I say this all the time, I'm like, you better not make me like Chrissy and Jim Jones, because when they came out, they was dating for 10 years, no ring, no nothing. Here I am, 10 years, no ring, no nothing.
Capo status Jones.
So
But let me ask you something. Why don't, like, I understand that, I understand nobody, it's your time. Nobody can pressure you into it. But if you know that this is something that she really values and she really, really, really wants, would you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why won't you?
what's the hold up, bruh?
What's the hold up? Besides the fact that it's on your time, nobody's gonna rush you. I totally respect and understand that. And maybe marriage isn't for you, or is it for you?
Yeah, it's for me.
So if you know that y'all have been down this journey for a long time, and you know that's something that she values,
This
and it's
nigga
important
just
to
stubborn
her,
as fuck.
what's the hold up?
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
'Cause I feel
And
like-
I'm answering for you.
And don't be smarty with me.
Yeah, I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming.
Because what I'm trying to say is I don't even look at y'all as single, honestly. Like, I look at y'all as, not common law married, but like soul tied. Like,
Yeah, literally.
me too.
Yeah.
right. But and I get what, like I'm saying, I totally understand everything that you're saying, but I also understand the value that she puts forward towards being married. I don't even think it's about a ring. I think it's really just about marriage. And that's a important value for her. Like, that's a moral issue for her. So what's,
Okay,
And
this
you
is
better
don't be
answer
a
good.
smart
No.
ass.
Listen,
Don't be a
no.
smart ass. I think this is an
But
important.
this is how I communicate, and
No.
I'm not gonna. No. I'm not. This is
I'm
my.
saying this for the readers, listeners.
No, but listeners want this too, and this is my standpoint. I'm not. This is not no emotional. This is what it is. This is a thing, and you want to think.
can hear a
you
pin
want,
in the room.
listen, you want to think
'Cause we're
in
like,
Jazz's
what is
mind,
he
this is
about
all
to
about
say?
marriage and things like that.
Yeah.
But this situation right here, Jasmine's always been in a position where she was in control of things. She knows
And
what's
this
about
is
to
the
happen.
one
This
thing.
is the one thing she can't control, and the
Whoa.
ball is in my
That's
court.
crazy.
And I can do this at any point I want to.
He's gonna come
make
and
it-
propose to
and
you
you
while
know
you're
what I'm
on the
saying?
toilet going
so
number
she
2.
I have
And
this
that's
thing
us.
over, but she can't relinquish. She cannot get over the fact that somebody can have something over her because she wants to.
Oh, I
know
agree
everything.
that she's extremely controlling.
Oh,
She might have
You have
me.
no idea.
You think Jasmine got me when it comes to being controlling?
No.
Oh,
HD don't know her.
bullshit.
You
No,
know what I'm saying?
I
And
think
you-
we've got, because I've been working with Jazz a lot, and I think
You think you know?
I think I've gotten a
But
clue.
I
I've
got
gotten
her.
a glimpse, Barry, of her controllingness.
Got her.
You think? What you think, H?
I be trying not to be like that because I'm like, we're supposed to be partners on stuff. So let's just
And
compromise.
I be feeling you calm down. So I get it, because I'm controlling too. And I be like, let me just fall back. So we both doing the same shit.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, so it's a situation to where I know, and it's a tug of war, and it's a game. It's like 2-1. It's like a tug. You win it, but you lean it in a little bit, and she's throwing jabs. I'll take a couple of them because it makes her feel good. But ultimately, when I'm ready to call checkmate, I can call it at any time. And in her psyche, she can't handle it because she wants to dictate when this happens, and it's understandable because most women live by the ABCs of life, meaning certain things have to be a certain way, and when it's like that, they can call, okay, so I'm doing this, I'm getting my career this time, I'm getting married here, I'm having kids here. They can almost navigate and gauge that. The fact that she can't, because it's part of her psyche, like she wants to be in control, she wants to be able to plan, she can't do that. It's on me. And this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate plan. It's the ultimate thing to where when I do it, it's almost gonna be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Like it probably is under my nose,
That's so stressful.
and I don't even
and
know.
it's right. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. It's right there. But she won't know if it's right there because you can open the door and it's right there, but she can open it and it can't be there. And it's like she doesn't even want to.
Do you hear how confusing that is? That's what he does to me all the time. When we talk about this stuff.
I can't even imagine going through that.
So it's like like a mental mind fuck.
I can't imagine that. Yeah.
This is
Swear
fun.
to God, like one day he's
Barry,
like,
that might be the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Probably. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I know that. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome
to Barry
to the Baggins world.
It's like that movie. Let's play a little game. With the
Saw.
Yes, it's just like that. It's like
Let's
Yeah.
play a game.
yeah,
Just no killing.
yeah. It's like
HD looking like
You see
yo, this
HD
nigga
face?
fucking
He's like,
crazy.
this nigga Barry's crazy.
I
oh
just,
my
you know,
God.
shit.
Well, it
Yeah.
does make more sense now because I was just always like, Barry's just.
I got a lot of anticipation. Like I got a lot of anxiety behind
You?
the answer. 'Cause I don't know when that shit gonna happen. So I feel like the way you made it sound, it can happen at any given moment.
Don't matter.
That's why I said she's gonna be taking a number 2, and he gonna like bust in the bathroom and propose to
Yeah,
her.
and she could possibly just throw up. She might pass out.
Why
She
do you
could faint.
want that though?
It's just, you know what I mean?
That's us.
She can't.
We're
Oh
so
my
like
God.
not normal.
As much things as, and this is me, and this was a part of a big part of our relationship. I never needed anybody, because I always had people, to help me and take care of me, things like that. And I was a big person that I want to do things myself. You know what I'm saying? But I always had people who were willing to help. But only people I was allowing to help me was, my parents, my sister that's real, is very close to me, my brother, and etc. So Jasmine is a big prone of, listen, I'll do this for you, this and the third. And when we first started dating, I never allowed that. So she didn't feel any stock.
That was his
You know what I'm saying?
wall.
In my, I'm a company, she didn't feel like she had
She
any
wasn't
stock
invested.
in it. She wasn't like, damn,
yeah.
that's nothing I could do for him. You know what I'm saying? And to a woman, that makes them feel a little inadequate. So when I started breaking down those barriers and say, you know what, I would like you to do this for me. Okay, cool. So now Jasmine, she has a sense of control in a sense. We could do this, we could do this. That's like, she can come, to the top floor of the company, but I got a vault in the back, and she has just to know what the combination is. She could do everything else, but she's looking at this shit, and I'm like, motherfucker, I cannot get in. and that's crazy for her. she go to human resources. She
So-
can fire people.
My
This
question is,
crazy.
you want to make her crazy?
She's already crazy. I can't make what she already is. All I,
just
do
wanted
is
to
just
tell
navigate
HD,
and play with her
Thank you for
crazy.
not doing that shit to me. Thank you for not doing that to me.
I couldn't hold on that long.
I know you
I
wanted
cou- I
this thing
couldn't-
for life.
I, cou-
It's
I
all
couldn't.
good.
I would be too, cause like everybody knows I'm a sucker for love.
He is such a sucker for love.
I think I enjoyed our wedding day more than you did.
You was cheesing like that.
I filmed the whole thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
definitely
I-
did.
I
You had a
think-
great time.
Cause that's the type of shit I like. I couldn't wait for that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Barry. I couldn't hold on that long. I couldn't do it because from day one I told Trina, I said, "Yo, when I get the money, you gonna get married to me. Well, I'm gonna marry you."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I told her that from day one, and then when I had the money, I did it. So, but I had that vision in my head. You know what I'm saying? So the ABCs of life, I think that should apply
that
to me
too.
too.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I think for us though, like because of like our family backgrounds and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, like marriage was different. Like even though we both came from like quote unquote broken families, like I was still like, yes, let's go get married. Probably because I'm a girl. He wasn't on board with that. Like when we first started dating,
No.
so like he had some stuff he needed to work through himself to even get to that point. So like he's probably like I've been to that point because I've been ready to get married my whole life, whatever. But he's just getting to that point to where he's like, you know, well not
Now
just
you
now,
know
but like
that
Yeah.
circumstance could never apply to what y'all have
yeah, like
because y'all are solid.
right.
Yeah.
So like marriage is a thing that he can see himself, you know, like it has value to him now. So I think
That's
also
dope. That's dope.
that's a part of it too, other than the mind games. Like he had to also be ready to do that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could have went there with the emotional shit if they want to hear that, but
No,
I
I
just
like
thought
the
you
mind
want the
games.
psychotic
That's
shit.
that's real.
Yeah, you know.
The
but
reason why I like it, I respect it, is because it's totally makes sense for you. It's crazy as hell, but it actually, like, when you explain it, it's
Yeah.
like I get it.
He's a lot better now than when we were 25, 26 or earlier, and people are like, so when are y'all getting married? Like
I hate it.
how
Oh, yeah.
you were
I
like,
would tell
how
people,
you were like,
"You're not."
don't be smart. Like he just would laugh in your face. Like he would just like and
don't
just
know.
walk away.
married.
Like he was just like, ha.
They did us like that too. Like
Oh, it was
HD couldn't
horrible.
come to Alabama.
It was horrible, 'cause, you
I
know,
got
down south, it's like
yeah.
that's a strict guideline for them. Like they graduate high school, they get married and have a kid, have a family. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even get through college. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they
that's
get
like
married in
Yeah.
Southern
college.
Bells,
Yeah.
real Southern Bells. That's how it is.
You know, us from being from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Jay-Z
doing
got
none of
married
that.
at goddamn 40 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't
Like,
waiting that long.
You know, but you know, having that, it's just like I think it was a little, cause I'm not gonna say Trina pressured me, but
I hate when you say that. That's so bad.
I
Yo,
pressure
mean,
Mary.
you know,
I don't
but
care. I'll
it's
say
real.
it.
I didn't
It's-
pressure
that's
you.
real.
No, it's real. It's real because
That's real.
you got to understand where your background is from. You're from a community, a society where people get married at a very early age.
But I wasn't talking about marriage at like 21.
what, nigga? Yes, you was.
No, it was not. HD.
Yes, you was. The thing is,
No.
you was talking about marriage. Shit, 3 years into our relationship.
I mean, but is that not normal? Like
Yeah, I was
3
gonna
years is pretty.
Yeah. I think
You know what I'm
think
saying?
it's-
But that's early 20s for us.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's natural.
but I wasn't like. What,
we got to do this shit
yeah,
right
I wasn't
now.
like, when are you gonna propose?
No, that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
And
I
that's
didn't-
what pressure sounds.
No, I didn't.
Like.
I didn't say Trina pressured me. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No.
I didn't say Trina pressured me.
What did he say?
I said I don't want to say
I
that.
was
Said-
like,
I said I don't want to say Trina pressured me.
yeah, he
but
did say that.
Okay.
but it was a little pressure. It was.
So you're saying I didn't pressure you, but I pressured you?
Yeah.
He might have felt
I
it.
think it's
He might have
because-
felt
You
something
felt
in the
pressure.
when
air. Yeah.
we're ready and we're like, all right, so what's up?
Yeah.
That pressure, but not like
it's not even like I felt it. You I think in your
Because what I remember when we were in New York, staying in that tiny room, being like, what is this? Like, where are we going next? Like, what's the game plan? I don't want to, and I remember telling you, don't make me a Lala Vasquez. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be out here.
What's Lala Vasquez?
10
They was
years in the
engaged
game.
for like
13
engaged.
years.
Yeah, they were. Her and Carmelo were engaged for like a solid 5 years.
yeah.
Well, she didn't want to probably marry him.
But I
He was
think-
Yeah,
young.
but I was saying that was my analogy.
I got
like,
you.
we not just going.
like mine was Jim Jones and Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Jones.
you might not think that
You did
that's
it too.
pressuring,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a form of pressuring.
Yeah.
It is, and
I guess I can
but
see
I,
that.
I understand it because I understand your background. I understand the person that you are,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand that it definitely made me want to be like, shit, maybe I need to step up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it was a bad thing at all. Shit, you pressured us into getting married.
Don't say that. That sounds so bad.
Well, I mean,
No, and the reason why I say that sounds so bad is because I know women who really.
By pressure,
Pressure.
he's not saying
I
that
get
she
what he's
gave him an
saying.
ultimatum or
Yeah.
none of that
Shit.
kind
I
of
know.
Yeah.
HD, don't make me throw something at
you
your
did
head.
give me an ultimatum, though.
No, I didn't
You
win.
did give me an ultimatum.
If it was in an argument, that's different.
It wasn't in an argument.
What did I say to you?
It wasn't. You said the same thing you just said. I don't want to be no Lala Vasquez or what's her last name?
Not Vasquez.
I don't know. just say Lala.
Lala
Lala blank.
Carmelo.
Enter name here. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, Lala. But
We love her.
Anthony now.
yeah, Lala Anthony, right? But but you kind of just be like, what are we doing exactly? And
Yeah.
you just, and it was in the form. It wasn't an ultimatum, but
No, it was not an ultimatum.
it was in the form of an ultimatum.
When you hear what we doing,
No, HD, I never
Nigga.
said I'm gonna leave you. That's an ultimatum.
Oh well, I
Like-
said that.
Well, you left that part open ended.
Yeah, but I mean, I vividly remember like all of my pushes or urges, I guess I would say.
Pressuring.
Yeah, the pressure.
pushes, urges. Say what it is.
I vividly remember those being conversations because I didn't want to shack with you forever. I didn't want to just be in your parents' house. Like it's like moral at that point. It's not because I just want a ring. Like it's like, okay, what are we doing here?
Listen, we had dinner at.
Why are we doing this tonight?
We had
It's a
dinner.
good night.
Not what we were
Nah.
supposed to talk about.
It don't matter. You wanted us to lead. This
Yes.
is what happened.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
So-
God.
We had dinner at
Don't embarrass
one of
me,
our
HD.
favorite spots called Frankly
Don't
Ties.
embarrass me.
Right?
HD,
Hey.
time out.
Hold on. You don't even know what I'm going to say.
I am so overwhelmed right now.
You have to let him talk.
Be uncomfortable, nigga.
Yo, pause. People
like I'm in
literally
the
be
hot
like,
seat.
people literally be like, every episode, Trudy be like, don't embarrass me, HD.
What y'all have for dinner that night, H? What y'all have for dinner?
Man, yo, Frankly
I love
Ties.
Frankly Ties.
Frankly Ties is one of the dopest Thai restaurants
It's so
in Long
good.
Island. You can bring your own bottle. You know what I'm saying? You can bring your own wine to dinner.
Oh
And
wow.
Was
the
I
food-
mad at you that night?
No, the food.
Oh.
No, you wasn't mad.
Okay, I'm trying to remember.
So my
trying to erase
neighbor, shout out to Daniel Mateo.
Shout out, Dan.
Mateos.
Yeah, the Mateos, they're good Spanish crazy family on the block, but they good people. But Daniel Mateo, he's younger than us. He's like, I want to say 25.
I remember this. No, he's not. He's probably like 27, 28 now. That was a while ago.
Because he's like 4 years younger than me. Yeah. You might be
Nigga,
right.
I know how to
20. Yeah,
add.
you're right. You're right.
We good.
So,
I'm like, HD, you not young.
he just proposed to his girl.
Just recently?
No. When we was sitting at Franklin Ties.
Oh.
This is way before I even thought about getting a ring to.
Yeah,
the
this was
engagement.
like maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And he just proposed. And matter of fact, he was 25.
Yeah, that's why
He
I'm
was
saying he's
24,
28,
25,
29
yeah.
now.
So you know, he had just proposed to his girl. They were planning the wedding, and they was having dinner right next to us. And like,
And you could hear the chatter.
man, they was like, "Oh yeah, we going to Thailand after this, blah blah blah. I can't wait until the wedding, blah blah blah." This,
Yeah,
that, and the
it
third.
was a destination wedding, I think.
They was talking about like the vendors that they had. It was a big ass wedding. And I looked at Trina's face, and she was just silent. Like, Trina has never been silent ever.
I don't remember.
And she's just silent. Like she got
I
this.
think I
like,
was just kind of in my feelings, probably.
yeah, you
It's
were.
normal.
Yeah, you,
Maybe it was a Thai food.
No, the food was amazing.
Nah, the food was amazing. It was that goddamn conversation.
And
It
you
was
know,
that these young ass babies is
Yes.
getting married,
Yup.
and here my grown ass is.
Yep.
Ain't got no ring.
Yeah.
I looked at them and said, "Hey, congratulations.
No, but
Let's eat."
it's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
real. Like at least for
Yeah.
women, like you
Yeah.
be like, oh, they're getting engaged.
Yep.
Oh, they're getting married.
And when I say she had
Oh.
like the puppy dog eyes and like she was eating her food all slow, like you can see her thinking.
I don't remember.
And I was just like, it made me feel awful.
Yeah.
Number one, and it made dinner awkward as fuck because
You was like, we gotta fucking go right now.
because like they talking about like they happy ass life and like we over
we
here
were happy. We just weren't
shit,
there.
we was over here struggling, staying in our
Yeah.
one bedroom
Room,
in
that
my
4x4.
parents' house. Oh my god! So she was like
Yeah.
looking at her food, like twirling it,
I was just over it. I remember that.
and they left.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked, I was like, "You okay?" She- right, exactly like
Like
that.
that.
Do the voice,
Okay.
HD. Do the voice.
Shut up.
But she said that, and there was water. She had tears in her eyes.
Did I? I don't remember.
You know you over emotional.
I can't help it. I probably really wasn't sad. I'm just very over emotional.
Yeah.
She probably just
I
happy
could
for him.
cry right now if I needed to.
I'm not gonna lie, like somebody got engaged today and I was like, I didn't think they was even gonna last. And I'm like, well, it's gonna happen one day. But it's just like a thought, like for
Yeah.
like for women, or at least
I mean, it's the saying, always a bridesmaid, never a
Never a
bride.
bride.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, damn.
yeah, I haven't been a
Everybody-
bridesmaid in a long time.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would actually
I was
be in
never,
their wedding.
I was actually like,
no.
I think I was the first.
Golly.
I was the first friend to get married out of my crew. But
Yeah.
Dion was like, right. Dion got engaged before
Before
us,
you.
but we didn't want a long engagement. We were like, fuck that shit. We gon'
Did Dion get it?
Dion got engaged like 6 months before us, maybe almost a year before us. It was September because they were in New York.
Okay.
And then we got engaged
New Year's.
New Year's.
Yeah.
So it was.
Hey, but that look on your face when I proposed to you, that shit will forever be stuck in my. That's the most priceless moment I
It
got.
was. It was awesome.
Mm.
Cause she had no idea.
No, I didn't. He got me.
Like none. Like it was to the point where she didn't even know if he was doing anything that night. Cause you remember, like she was like, "I really want to go out because it's New Year's Eve and stuff like that." And I was like, "I don't know if I
Yeah.
can afford
I
it."
had just found out we were going out, so I didn't know.
You see, HD. You see that feeling in your face that you controlled this whole
He did. He
narrative.
controlled it. But
That
you don't
makes
have to
me
do
sound
what
less.
you
cra-
do.
You control. You like I know.
No.
Bro, I understand it.
What's they going to You have it.
Yeah.
But he didn't have me on pins and needles. I just didn't know anything. I honestly, like, I think we both knew that we would be getting engaged soon.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like it was going to be, because at this point, he's 30 and I'm 20. No, you were 31 and I was 29, I think. And I remember, like, he even started talking about marriage more and more and more. So it just kind of,
I mean, that's because your mother hit me up in the corner.
my
was
mom
like,
was like, you ain't going to be shacking.
Yep.
My friend's mom did that to us. What was that? Were we over there for Christmas?
Day
And
after
they're-
Christmas, maybe.
They literally like, oh well, he ain't gotta get you no ring. Like telling me what I need to do so I
Yeah.
can just go get married. I'm like, nah, I've been in this thing for 10 years. I'ma still hold out till I get it how I want it.
How you want it.
Get it
Yeah.
how you live.
But I will say
If he proposed without a ring, what would you do?
He's not gonna propose without a ring.
Got you together.
See, these are the things. These I don't want to sound.
now he gonna come with a bubblegum ring.
right.
I see that look like, oh, you think you in control?
I don't want to sound ungrateful
I understand.
or that it's all about a ring or all about this or all about that. And I tell people this all the time because when I told them the same thing, they was like, if Barry come with a Cracker Jack box ring, then you better say yes. And I'm like, no, because I know what Barry can do when something is important.
So Barry, are you gonna be like traditional and like ask her father for like her hand in marriage?
Who's to say that didn't really happen?
Ooh.
And this,
See what I'm saying?
wait. This is the shit that he does.
Ooh.
yes, very
You see what I'm
B.
saying?
Don't leave
And
me
the fact that she
hanging.
don't,
Woo! Y'all
easy as
got
hell,
it.
ain't it?
Whoa.
You heard it here first.
This is the shit that he does.
Barry,
and then
stay
he's
ready.
like,
I cannot
But-
wait for that phone call.
but then he also
oh my
is like,
god!
oh, I would never propose on a holiday because everybody expects it on the holiday. And then I'm like, I'm telling him, like, we had this talk like maybe a few months ago. And I was like, you play mind games with me. And then I was like telling him how he told me, I'm not going to propose to you on a holiday. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what is it? Which one is it? So now at this point, I kind of just, I
Just stay ready.
yeah, I don't even care. Like I told him, so I finally told him. Remember, I told you why I was getting my nails done all the time because I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be 30 this year. He's definitely gonna propose. So I'm gonna get my nails done. So when it happened, they already together. That's out the fucking window because it don't even matter no more. I'll just go get them done whenever it
Before
happens.
you take that picture.
Or I saw this Asian girl. She let her friend put the ring
I
up.
saw it.
It was like I'm showing the ring because my friend's nails was fucked up. So here you go. If it's that serious,
Dion actually the day HD proposed because we went out with Dion and Tiffany and I remember her calling and be like, she called me and was like, "Girl, I need to go to a nail salon." And I was like, "Okay, it's one down the street." She was like, "Okay." She was like, "You need your nails done? I don't want to go alone." And I was like, "No, I just got them done. They're fine." And so she was like, "You sure? You know they need to be fly." And I still didn't. It
Catch
just,
on.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention. But
Yeah.
that was like her, like making
Yep.
sure I got my nails.
Yep.
You got
Yeah,
it.
I had to because I was
Yeah.
like, she gonna have this nice ass ring. She gotta her nails like gotta look good. You know what I'm saying?
And but I always keep my nails done, so I was already good. But
So, when did y'all move in with each other?
2012. This will be 6 years. No, shit. It's 2019. So 7.
The years just. This is the thing. Like, I don't even know time to act. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even
2012.
understand the concept of time anymore. I just stopped. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just because
it's just
as
been
long as
going.
we've been together, like
As long as we've
everything
been
just
together, we've
everything's
been
just jumbled together, and we have a hard time now, even like trying to pinpoint certain things. So we'll go to like things that happen. All right, remember this? We did this, so it has
Yeah.
to be this time. We don't know.
We do that.
my nigga.
Yeah.
No, but I am a documentarian.
Because of Facebook.
So on Facebook,
She don't know this shit. She'll look back to her text messages she had in 2010.
Yeah.
That's why her iPhone is fucked up.
we moved into our first apartment on Keyshawn's birthday, his second birthday. So 2012, we officially moved into an apartment together, but we kind of like, well,
Stayed
I
together.
kind of stayed
Stayed
with
at my
him
mom's house. You know
for
what I'm
like
saying?
maybe like 6 months or
Probably,
so before
yeah.
that.
So when y'all first started living together, was there any pet peeves that y'all had?
Oh.
Oh, I get on Barry's nerve. I can tell you exactly because I still do it now. I don't put stuff back where he wants me to put it. I don't immediately clean up after so if I'm done, y'all know this. If when I finish eating my yogurt, as soon as I put the spoon down, he picked it up and put it in the trash. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. Like, I hadn't even got up out the seat. Let me get out.
You
the
see,
seat.
the fact
And
that
then-
she knows, she tells people all the time, Barry got ODD or whatever the
OCD.
the term is. I'm not a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
I
a
was about to
doctor.
say, wait,
the
that's a
fact that,
word.
the fact that she is quick to tell people that,
It's a spelling bee.
but don't take care of the shit, knowing I'm about to do some shit. It's some crazy shit.
No, but
That's like, you know, the mouse want to eat cheese. You just gonna throw cheese. This nigga go fucking crazy.
Barry, I'm the same exact way with Trina.
But
HG.
I tried. Barry, you
I'm
have
not
to
that
say
bad.
that I tried for excuse me, at least like a month. I did try to put my shoes where they go, not put my clothes on the side.
And they say
of the
what?
bed.
It takes how many days to build a habit?
Was it 21?
And
That shit is a lie.
did for a month, right?
This is a habit.
So it
that's
should
been
be
going
a
on
habit.
For 29 years of my life. Like,
Uh,
I just see it. If it's not bothering, if
It's not bothering
me,
There you go.
then it shouldn't bother you.
ha!
That's
Ah.
fucking crazy.
That's fallacies.
That is crazy
Stories.
as shit. Because
It's not like the house is a mess.
No, not
it's
at all.
not a mess because
You guys have a well-kept house.
Listen,
okay, thank you. I didn't have to say it.
don't act like I'm
You know-
just
you know what I'm saying?
dirty.
That's not what I
No,
said.
that's what you're
See,
acting
y'all always
like.
take that into account. Like
Because
we always call
They
y'all
put-
dirty.
they- I-
Y'all are not dirty. Y'all are just fucking messy as shit.
You know what I'm saying? You said the word. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
You put a label on yourself.
Y'all are not dirty. You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
I'm not dirty, so you're not even gonna give me that.
Well,
I
but
like
you not
to-
super clean either, nigga.
Oh.
So you ain't even finna give me
You know
that.
what I'm saying? She ain't Mrs. Clean.
Yeah, she ain't Mrs. Clean.
So
You know what I'm saying?
like I have like when I take my stuff off, I put it in a pile
Me too.
on my side of the bed,
Shit,
which
that-
is not the side that anybody should be on if they even see the room. Like you can't see the shit, but somehow it always ends up in the closet or not where I put it. And I'm like, look, like these were clothes. Like it might be my night clothes. I'm putting this back on, so I want to keep it in this corner so I can just grab it when I get out the shower. But I can't do that because by the time I come home, Barry's taking my stuff and put it somewhere else.
Yep.
And then he's like, "Oh, well, I'm trying to help you stay organized." No, because I knew where it was at before you moved.
Where's your
it.
work keys? Where's your ID badge?
I think I left it in the car.
Exactly. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I try to help
But
her
that has
help
nothing.
herself.
That has nothing to do.
Because she's organized when it comes to business stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. When it
Yeah.
comes to personal items,
Yeah.
if I'm not around to
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
place it, you know what I'm saying, lack of a better word, not misplace it as lose it, misplace it to where it can be somewhere. So what she'll do is, Barry, where is that? And I'm like, if I say, shit, I don't know, you should.
Yeah.
She'll get mad at me
Listen,
because you lost it.
I get those phone calls from Trina all the time. HD, have you seen my stuff? HD, have you seen this? HD, have you seen that? Yes, baby. I know exactly where it is.
I'm not doing this conversation. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
It's so
This is one of your pet peeves.
Help me
Oh,
help you,
my
pretty
goodness.
much.
But he swear he like super clean though, and it's not. He just gets in his moods where he wants to be clean. But HD can actually be quite a mess also. Let's not
So-
front.
my thing is, right? I can't even fucking function in a messy ass room. I can't even like go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just
I sleep
irks
just
me.
fine.
It
Listen,
does.
because it,
does.
ain't bothering me.
And these moods that you be talking about happen all the time because your ass is so messy.
I'm not messy though. I'm not messy. Like I accumulate stuff
We have a
over
lot
the course
things.
of the week.
Yes.
You know, because we getting ready for work in the morning.
Baby.
I'm not messy though. Messy to me is like
Baby.
trash and food everywhere
yeah,
and all that kind of stuff.
nasty.
Just
Baby.
trash and food.
Baby.
Clothes can't be dirty.
What?
Did we not get in
Wait.
the bed?
What?
Wait, what?
She said clothes can't be dirty.
Like that can't be the dirt.
So, did we
We'll
not
get back
get
to
in
that.
bed the other night? And did I not ask you, Trina, you threw that lemon meringue pie box out?
I did.
No.
HD, don't do that.
She ate a lemon meringue
I
pie
forgot it.
and left the shit.
forgot
Right,
it.
and I understand.
But I
like,
would have got it in the
she
morning.
doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? When she come home, she got like 13 jobs.
I
You
got
know what I'm saying?
13 jobs.
How many jobs you got, Trina?
Yeah.
Like a
13.
Jamaican.
13. Did I do it right?
You did. 13.
So, you know what I'm saying? While she's doing her work, you know what I'm saying? She ate her lemon meringue pie. And I can't even say it, lemon.
I'm like, say it
meringue.
again.
Lemon meringue.
I feel you, brother.
Can't
I
talk
know.
about
I'm
it
just
if you
talking
can't
about.
You
say
know
it.
what type of pie it
Yeah.
is. So she ate her lemon meringue pie. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, she gonna forget this goddamn pie. Because
there
it's
we
getting
go.
late.
Mm-hmm.
We both
I
getting
was
tired.
tired. You leave stuff out too.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna send you a
Understandable.
picture. Jazz, I'm gonna send you a picture
Okay.
of the next time HD leaves something out.
It's not gonna happen. You never gonna get a picture.
Well, Barry don't leave stuff out. He put my stuff up when I'm still using
And I've
it.
had pictures. I've documented for a month of her doing stuff. And I said, you know what? One day, I'm just going to say, hey, Jasmine. And I'm just going to save it for a special time when she say something crazy. So what about this shit right here? And just do
My
it.
thing
But I didn't
is-
do it because I think I'm going to be a bigger person. I'm going to walk away from this.
My thing is I want them to really see what nasty is. Like what I do is
nigga.
like not a
I
lot.
know what nasty is.
No. I know what nasty is, and I know that you know what nasty is,
Yes.
and I'm not that.
No, but I didn't call you nasty. I called you messy.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm just not. Sometimes I'm not.
We
that
just
tidy.
don't. We just don't clean at the pace that y'all want us to clean.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
But who
That's
washed
it.
dishes yesterday?
Jasmine, I think that's
Me.
bullshit.
No, it's not.
Who
'Cause if
wa-
it-
but for real, it's like you don't even give me a chance to do stuff. Like yesterday, HD went to the gym. He was out working out and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna surprise him and cook. So I came home. I cooked. He was out. He came in, and literally, I left the stuff on the stove for him. He ate, and before I could even get up, he already put in. And this is a good thing, but you can't make it like I didn't do nothing because you did it faster than me. Let me finish. Let me finish. But he comes in the house. He's like, oh, babe, you cook. He eats. We sit down and eat together. He gets up to get seconds. And when he fixes his seconds, he scrapes the bowl empty and washes it. But then it's like, but you can't throw the fact that you just wash them dishes in my face because you did it faster than me.
But I
Right.
never I'm washing dishes in your face. That's
I'm
not
not
what I'm
saying
talking about.
no. I'm saying like if you pick up clothes because you happen to be home, or if you get the clothes out the dryer and fold them up because you happen to be home, that's not me being nasty. That's just I ain't got to it yet.
You want me to point out your messiness?
No, don't do that.
But I
I'll
just
do it.
I just need you.
You sound like you're itching.
Oh.
I'm not saying
Like
that
ants
I'm
on my
a
back,
neat
nigga.
freak. I'm not a neat freak. You are, but I'm not nasty either.
I never called you nasty.
I'm not
That's-
messy either.
Yes, you are.
That sounds better than nasty.
Whatever.
Just accept it. It's okay.
Whatever.
I just want you to accept it.
We have this conversation all the time, and I tell him he's much cleaner than me. Like, what else you want me to do?
Are you messy,
Suck
Trina?
your- Yeah, sure.
Ah, okay.
Are you
All
done?
Now we getting somewhere.
Okay. So you make sure you make the bed before we get in it, because I didn't make it this morning.
See? God damn it.
Yo, man.
We don't make the bed, but what we do, we have a quilt, a comforter, and then we just sleep on top the comforter
See?
with extra covers.
It's a lot of things.
Because Barry's like,
It's a-
you're not
this-
going to make the
this-
bed
this-
when
this
you
is
get
a-
out
this-
of the
this-
bed.
It's a
in the
lot of
morning."
things, a lot of compromises I made in this relationship.
Okay.
And I broke a lot of rules that I grew up with dealing with Jasmine. Making beds. Let's talk about it. I grew up, you make your bed every morning. But I got so frustrated. You know what I'm saying?
He
Of
gets
Jasmine not making. I
frustrated,
said, you
too.
know what? We just gonna leave the bed how it is. And then I just started tearing my mind, from my mind to where it just became normal. Just fuck the bed. Because I got a nigga in my life, and I said nigga,
The nigga.
that just want to make the bed.
I think it's retarded to make the bed if you're about to get back in it.
Well, I don't understand. I just don't.
It
understand
doesn't
the
even-
ca-
it doesn't compute.
It don't even click.
It don't make sense. Why am I gonna get out the bed, make the bed,
You mean
then
like-
get back in the
You
bed?
mean like you not going nowhere that day?
yeah, like I'm not about
It's
No, no, no.
different.
Don't Trina, don't save her. Because you do this
I
even when we
needed
going
clarity.
somewhere and we'll have company coming and the bed be the same and want to show people, yeah, look at this nice place we got here and with a fucked up bed. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's one thing I do.
We
I
sleep in
clean
it.
up when I know people are coming. And
Oh.
I will also
I ain't never
say,
show nobody no nasty room or no clothes everywhere when there's stuff in the room now.
and I will say, I think our house
Nigga.
is pretty maintained
That's a
to the
lie.
point that when company come, it don't take us long to tidy up.
I don't want to clean up for people. I want to clean up for us.
No, but do
This
you
is
hear what
fine for
I'm
me.
saying?
Of course it's fine.
Do you
'cause
hear
I
what I'm
did it.
saying? You making me whine. Next subject. I'm over this. Jasmine, you got some
Can't
questions.
take that heat. She can't take the heat.
Ooh, it's burning up, nigga.
You know what it is though, and this is me calling myself out. It's never my fault.
Yep.
Shut up! I didn't need you to do that. I didn't need you to do that. That's why I don't do it. Damn! Won't even let me. Just shot me.
I don't give a fuck. I must be me all day. I try. I try.
I tried to.
I put my shoes where the shoes go. I hang my coat where the coats go.
Now, and this is HD.
Quit bringing
That-
up
this
old
is HD
stuff.
is the example of thinking about the good times.
Uh huh.
Cause I think about so much good times. I let this shit don't bother me no more.
Oh,
Cause I love her.
that's the pet peeves. That's like.
Oh,
So what's the deal breakers?
Wait, we ain't talk about our pet peeves.
fuck it, go for
Oh,
it.
our pet peeves.
Yeah. I got a few. I don't know,
Because
honestly.
you ain't got no motherfucking
Don't
pet
do
peeves.
that. Don't do that. My biggest pet peeve is when HD does not fucking acknowledge me. Like, I be want to shoot him in the foot.
What's that mean?
Like when you
Like-
come in the house or something.
No. He always acknowledges me then. But I don't like when people ignore me. And yesterday, we came up with the problem. I guess because I work 13 jobs because I'm Jamaican. I have learned to like just move as fast as possible. So sometimes when we're communicating, I might be like on 1,000 and then he on like 0.5, and his response rate is not as fast as I want it to be. So I might be like, I don't know, HD, what's the weather like today? And instead of him saying, I don't know, let me check, he just won't say anything. And it's like 30 seconds of awkward silence that makes me feel like he's fucking ignoring me.
She's
Maybe they-
exaggerating.
And then
hear you.
I just be ready to knock him out.
So
She's
I
exaggerating.
think
Do you understand, Jazz?
I understand, but my thing is kind of inverted. So my pet peeve with Barry is he'll like randomly just like I can be watching TV, working on a video, anything, and he'll just randomly come in the room or randomly just be around and just start talking. And then if I don't answer, he'll like get an attitude, and I'm like,
that's me.
well, why are you mad? You didn't even say, hey, Jasmine. Like, you didn't get my attention or tell me what you're talking about. Or, like, he'll randomly, like, talk about something that we talked about maybe, like, 2 conversations before or, like, a week ago and, like, just bring it up because it came in his mind. But I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. You got to remind me. Like, everybody knows my mind is shit. Like, when... Like, because I'm always, like, working on something else. So, like, unless it's, like, a long-term memory type thing, I probably don't even remember what you're talking about unless you got to, like, jog my memory. So,
She don't remember shit with me. Because her memory good with me.
yeah. So, like,
I'll do
I'll
some
be
fucked up shit.
working or I'll be doing something. And then, like, I'll hear him, but I don't really hear him because I'm not focused.
Yeah.
I'm focused on what's in front of me and what I'm doing right now. And instead of him waiting for me to be like, yes, or like pull focus from that and focus on what he's saying, he'll just start talking. And then when I don't answer or I'm just like, what? He like, never mind. I'll just wait until I'm important or whatever.
I
he
never
said.
said that.
You do it.
I never said that.
Like that.
I never said
You
that.
be like, I'll just wait until you're not busy.
No, I said I'll wait when you off the phone.
Or when I'm not busy.
Yeah, you know, but I never said that other shit.
And you
I never
always,
said that.
you always
That shit's
assume
funny.
that when I'm on my phone, I'm just dilly dallying. Not saying that that's not the case, but sometimes I'm reading some shit because I need to know some stuff. Like sometimes I'm Googling damn WebMD because my leg hurt and I need to know why my knee buckling. Like,
See, yeah, that's your first problem right there. You talking about WebMD? Don't be following WebMD.
it doesn't matter.
Second of all, I just talk because what I could say is, hey, you better look at me. And then start talking.
That's better.
I'm not.
No,
but
that's
better.
better.
No, you
if I come in
cannot
the room,
say
and, if
that.
I come in the room and start talking, I'm gonna expect some attention here.
So like
I'm
this.
talking because if you come in the room and I'm just going, you're gonna be like, Barry, I'm talking to you.
No, no. Every
you
time I come in the
motherfucker.
room and I'm about to talk to you, what do I say? Barry. I call your name
No, you
every
don't.
time.
Don't act like
I
you a little
always
girl
call
saying,
your name.
"Excuse me, sir."
No, I
Can
didn't say I
no,
say
you don't do
excuse
that
me.
shit.
I always yell your name. You know, that's one of your pet
No.
peeves. You hate when I say your name all the time.
You do yell my name,
Like-
but just for no reason. Sometimes
I'm like, Barry.
Sometimes it be she's sleeping, Barry, and it just happens. Going, like, what the fuck? She all right? You know what I'm saying?
Literally, sometimes I just do it because I like fucking with him. I'd be like, Barry.
Just want
And he'd be like, yes, Jasmine. Never mind.
See, I need time to think. I just can't get. I'm thinking about 1,000,001 things. I might be doing something at the moment, and then all of a sudden, when Trina asks me a question, I just need time. Like I can't just. I'm not like that.
asking you to give me the answer right away, but
Yes,
I
you
would
are.
no. I just
She said, let her know
let
that
me
she
know
heard her.
that yeah, because it'd be like he'll be like I'll be like, hey, what time does the movie start? And then it'll be 35 seconds,
not
which
that
is
long.
No,
It's
which
not
is
that
a
long.
long time.
It's not that long. You
And then
exaggerating.
he won't say nothing. And then I'll be like, did you hear me? And then he'll say, yeah, I'm looking. But just say that shit early. Be like, hold on, let me check. Be like, hold on, I don't know. And then I won't freak out because then I go from 0 to 100.
Real quick, huh?
So my deal breaker, I don't.
Back to HD's question.
Yeah. So back to your question, what you said, your deal breakers. And right now, I think, honestly, I don't want to say that there's a time, because I don't know that there's a time frame or whatever. But I do think that if
When HD asks deal breakers, you mean deal breakers to where
As in you out.
I ain't fucking with you no more.
Yeah,
Relationship's
that's it.
over.
That's it.
Well, definitely. I only say cheating because I know for a fact that I will make his life a living hell. After the fact, just because like I can't shake that. Like I would probably bring it up every 5 seconds of the day. Like, oh well, but you cheated with that hoe, or like he could be yawning. Oh, was you yawning with that bitch last night?
And
like,
fellas, if you did cheat, man, you might want to go because they will use you as a pound of flesh, a punching bag,
shit ain't
and you will have to live that apology forever. So
don't cheat.
if you can endure it, stay. If you can't, you might want to chalk that up.
Yeah. So that's my deal breaker for us. And then also like I'm not gonna be his girlfriend for the rest of our lives. So at some point, whenever you done playing games,
Oh, what game you playing, Jasmine?
your game, I
Mario
guess.
Kart, Tetris.
I don't know what game are we playing, Barry. You the one who said you like to control me.
Maybe it's mind games.
Want to play a game? I can't do my voice.
Jasmine.
Wanna play
But those
a
are the
game.
only
like scary movies?
those are my only deal breakers at this point.
My deal breakers are you can't have ugly feet.
You
So,
like feet? You like a feet man?
I ain't got no. Oh,
He is. He's a.
Got
he's
that
a-
feet fetish?
in the heat.
He
of the
don't have
moment,
a foot
I don't have a
fetish,
foot fetish,
but he does like nice feet.
Sometimes it's a toe will pop in my mouth.
Oh!
It just pops in there out of nowhere.
I don't know where it come from, but the toe's in there.
It's a toe.
They're playing Twister in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Left foot near face.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I don't know if I could be with you if you had ugly feet.
Yeah, he tells me that all the time. I'd be like, what if my toes look like this? And I'll cross my toe.
like a ballerina's foot.
Yeah, and he'd be like, well, you wouldn't be married.
Or if he was taller than me,
Mm.
that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. I couldn't be taller than Barry.
I
I
wish
wouldn't have
was.
dated.
I like height.
I wouldn't have dated you.
That's one thing because I don't really have like turns, but one height is cool. I don't even care if it was like an inch or two.
I want to be tall.
Because I was thinking,
No, you don't. You don't want these.
just the
Fuck your
worst case
ass.
scenario, I end up having a kid and it's a girl. Oh, we getting paid.
Did you say worst case scenario?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, see.
Say best case scenario.
Listen, I'm not trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's not what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. Don't get me wrong, but nigga, we're trying to get paid.
Yo,
you know what I'm
Is
saying?
that worst case scenario?
So we get paid.
You know? Because it's a high possibility, WNBA. And that money's still green.
Yeah.
It's not NBA money, but it's still good.
Listen, I know a girl in the WNBA that we used to play baseball with. She makes good money.
Deal breaker for me. I don't like men with the little man syndrome, so that probably would have been my. Like he just
A little-
mad, insecure, always like you
Always
know.
the Napoleon
Yeah,
complex.
I don't like that. I don't think I really have deal breakers. I don't know.
My deal breakers, I don't like, and this is going to sound bad,
Oh gosh.
like a brashish type of woman. Like, meaning they can't enjoy a relationship without just drama. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
like, if it's no drama involved, they're not happy. I'm not putting up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you bringing me drama and stress, this shit ain't gonna work, man.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
couldn't do
not
with that
saying you're not gonna have any issues, but if you just making shit,
Like every day is a problem.
I'm like, come on, my nigga.
You
What
ain't- are you happy?
like, what the fuck?
Can you be happy?
You know what I'm saying? Don't just be with me because my dick good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking shit, but you know what I'm saying?
Why would you
like,
say that?
for real, some women do. Like, I'm just with her, but you gonna give me problems. Don't give me stress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just come on, meet a nigga halfway. You know, don't just keep trying to beat a nigga over the head. Like, I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah, that would be. Oh,
Like some women just like toxic shit. Like
Yeah,
they just
some
can't
women are
survive.
attracted
This-
to
it's like-
toxic relationships.
And it's like just like fish. You know what I'm saying? Like I always said, I don't get mad at fish for swimming, but there's certain fish that can't survive without algae in the water, salt. You know what I'm saying? Some pollution. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of shit that they adapt to growing up. That has to be a part of their relationship in order for them to feel like shit is quote unquote, I guess, good to them, where they feel love. And they gotta do some physical shit or rough them or scream at them, verbal abuse. Like they need this type of stuff for them to feel like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm not with that.
yeah.
I'm the same way, Barry.
So, haven't done this in a while.
Ooh.
Spitfire questions.
I got a
Ooh.
question. What
Can we
is
get
your favorite way of spending time with your significant other?
What is what?
Your favorite way of spending time.
Oh, that's easy.
Is it?
Easy as Sunday morning.
You just posted about this.
Sundays is fun days. That's like my favorite time because like I know our weeks be crazy long
Yeah.
and shit like that, but Sundays we get to actually spend time and enjoy each other.
Yeah.
That's like if we can't have our Sundays, I don't know where the fuck we'll be because
Yeah.
I can't
Life
not,
can't go on.
Yeah, because that's how how you
That's
was
your
talking.
mental break day.
Yeah, like we don't do shit on Sundays, but just be with each other.
Yeah, we try to keep our Sundays real minimal and really just like wake up with each other, enjoy each other, and just like really, really, really be together. Yeah.
So what's yours?
What was the question again?
Your favorite way to spend time with your significant other?
Honestly, I love to be like under HD. Like, I mean, I know we spend time with each other, but if I can like really like have that touching with him, I'm good. Like, even if it's just like putting my toes under his back while we laying on the couch, like that kind of thing. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Sometimes them feet be ice cold.
Barry does that. He's always so cold, and he comes and will put his toes on, like his feet on my legs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It feels like ice.
Yeah. I'm
So
always
bad.
cold too, so I always get like I get under HD. Like sometimes I'm like pinned under him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Barry.
I was gonna ask you. 'Cause I was curious. I was really curious to know.
I just like I mean, it doesn't matter where we are, but I just like when we like just randomly be like cracking jokes and shit, just like out of nowhere.
Yo, that's what I was gonna say. That same shit.
Yeah,
Like when we
Yeah.
just fuck with each other. Just
yeah.
I was gonna say that same thing. I was like, this probably sound weird, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Calling her an asshole, shit like that. You know,
yeah.
weird stuff.
You
Yeah.
know what else HD and I do? We actually dance a lot together, like in our apartment. Like
we don't dance.
we play music and he'll like come and like we'll do I don't know, our bootleg merengue.
Yeah.
Like
Word?
we be like turned up in our living room.
That's what's up.
We have dancing parties.
Yeah, we do.
That's what's up.
We have dance parties.
That's how we let go. Like
Yeah.
let stress go and
Yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that.
like
We watch movies a lot. I think that's what Barry likes. Barry likes when I watch movies with him and I actually pay attention.
Yes, action
I
pays
feel
attention.
you.
That's the key
I
word.
feel you. I feel you. 'Cause
yeah, it
once
takes
that,
a lot.
and once Trina start looking at her phone and
Oh,
He'd be like, "Put your phone down," and that's hard for me to do.
I'm not really a movie person unless
It's
it
the
like
attention span, right?
that, and I'm just kind of
you're not a
like
movie person unless it's
it has
what?
to move faster. Like I like
What
when
type-
stuff moves
type of
fast.
genre?
I like all movies.
What type of genre?
I like
you know
all
what I'm saying?
movies.
Just a question. Just I'm asking. What
I
kind
like-
of, you know.
all movies.
Oh, okay.
What's my genre?
uh, suspense thriller.
But you know what's crazy? I'm terrified.
Can't
So
watch
like
that
I'd
shit.
be like, I love it. Like I love to see a shootout, but then I'd be like, HD, tell me when it's over. And like I'm like covering my hand. I'm covering my face with my hand.
But see, I'd rather that than you just being in your phone just looking.
Yeah. I'd be so overwhelmed. Like when I watch shows and movies, if it's something like
Barry like all the guts and gore.
yeah, I like
And I'm
it
like,
too.
"Ugh, this
Yo,
is
the,
so
the
much."
worst.
I like
the
it too,
nastier,
but
the
I
better.
can't watch it. Like I can't see the initial shot. Like I can't see the initial stab. Once it
Yeah.
happens, I can see
I can
it.
see the aftermath, but not the action. Barry likes to watch, and he know I don't like to watch scary movies. So what he does, he'll turn it on the scary movie right before it's time for bed. He's like, "Oh, it's not even really scary like that." And then somebody gets their head chopped off, and I'm like, "Oh, gee, thanks. Now I have to go to bed with somebody's head getting chopped off
Yeah.
Speaking
in my
of,
dream."
I just got the script from Tiffany, my sister.
Hey, Tiff.
I read it today.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I think we got something.
It's cool.
I think we got something.
Nice.
So stay tuned, y'all. Horror
Shout out
movie
to
coming
Tiff.
soon.
Nice.
Horror movie. Y'all want one more question?
Yeah, I need
One
another
more.
question. I missed our questions. We got to
One
make
more.
up.
Let's go and throw it
Question
in there.
time.
Do you remember the first?
You get a
thing-
question. You get a question. You. Sorry.
She pulled the Oprah on a
Yeah.
nigga.
Sorry.
That's how you know she
Do
getting
you
tired.
remember the first thing that you said to each other? Not online for y'all, because clearly it was probably like, "Yo, what's up? You got my screen name." Y'all told us that. But the first
ASL.
thing that y'all said to each other.
You said not online?
Yes, because y'all told that story already. So like when y'all first met each other or something like that. The first thing that Barry said to me
I'm broke.
when we first met,
Oh,
first thing he said, he introduced himself, and then some kind of way we both talked about us both being cancers. That was the first thing that we talked about or said to each other. I remember.
yeah.
And then he gave me a hug. He doesn't remember that, but I remember that.
Yeah, that's a formal greeting.
Nah. That's why
It's
we
not
don't
cool
we
now.
don't we don't hug bitches no more.
You know what I'm saying? It's-
Trina had this thing where I don't know, like she couldn't believe I was there. Like the very first
I
time.
know.
And used to be like, I just want to feel your face.
I touched your face.
and
For
I'm
real?
looking at
Yeah.
her like,
I touched his
this
face.
is fucking weird.
As a matter of fact, I used to always touch his face
yeah.
because like we couldn't see each other.
Mhm.
So like when I finally saw him, I would just be touching on his face. But I remember the very first time we actually like saw each other in person. like as adults, I guess. It was when I drove to Virginia. You drove to Virginia, and remember we went to some random restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It was disgusting. You remember the restaurant?
I don't even remember. That shit was a blur. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember going in. I didn't know what the fuck to expect.
You were already there, and then I pulled up.
I thought you were already
I
there.
think you were there.
No, hell no. Because
You
I
were
came.
in the restaurant, no?
No, you and Maisha was sitting at the table.
I remember the food being disgusting.
And I walked in, and you were sitting down, and I was just like, yo, she's beautiful.
Aww. That's so sweet.
We have two listener questions also.
Oh, nice. Hey,
End it off
guys.
with a bang. Appreciate the questions.
Yeah.
Am I the prettiest girl you've ever seen before?
Yes.
You
Like,
think so?
What would he say? What would happen right
No,
now?
I think
Like,
He's
HD
nah.
like, nah, I think I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
more
No.
beautiful women. HD, why'd you say that?
HD and I talk about this a lot, I think. Like, I think we talk about, like, pretty and all
I
that.
always try to gauge what Barry's like type is or who
Me
he
too.
would be
It's
attracted
definitely.
to.
I think HD thought I was Spanish. Honestly,
You like
I
Spanish?
thought you were
mummies?
Spanish.
I think he did because
What?
I did. I mean, you know, I think that would have been your type if you had a type.
I don't like Spanish girls.
He
Oh.
say that, but then if you look at
How you used to look.
yeah,
You
and
did
like,
look more Spanish back then.
I don't like
than
Spanish
now.
girls, and I'm Spanish. It's because I look like a nigga. They don't like me, so I didn't like them either. They're like, ooh, you black like this. Mm. And I'm like, oh, fuck you.
What you like?
You black. Ooh.
You black like this.
What's these listener questions?
So, is there such thing as spending too much time with your mate?
Yes.
Like not having a life or friends outside of your relationship, or having relationship privacy.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Basically, is there such thing as spending too much time with your mate? Like, should you have friends outside of your
absolutely.
relationship?
Yeah, it's
I think that's
healthy.
weird.
It is weird, like the people who only do stuff with their mate. It's just not healthy. Like everything needs a break. You need a break from your day job. You need a break from your family. You need a break from your spouse. Like that doesn't mean that you have to like separate yourself, but you should be able to go out and live. You know, a mama needs a break from her babies. Like everybody has to take a break just so that you can make sure you good before you go home and
Man,
be with that person.
I never forget. I dated this girl, and we just happened to start dating right in the beginning of summer. We spent the whole summer, every single day, with each other, and by like the end of the first month, I think that was like July, I was just ready to strangle her. Like I was like, get the fuck away from me. Like,
yeah.
but it was because like we were spending too much time with each other.
Yeah.
It was like from morning to night.
Jeez.
And then
Yeah.
the next day, morning to night,
Yeah.
every day. It was horrible.
We kind of spent time like that with each other a lot when we first started dating, but like I had my friends, so like I had another outlet, but Barry's friends were in New York,
Yeah.
so
But
he-
I worked a lot. I went
Yeah.
to school, so it
You
wasn't.
had a break.
Yeah, we weren't because if we were together, I think that's a bit too much. Like everybody, to see how bad that is a movie called I Love You Man, and there's a nigga like he didn't have no friends at all. He had to like hire niggas to be in his wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was, he was see how crazy he was, and you see that shit is not good. So ladies, don't just tell your man y'all just friends. That shit is not good.
And even if you don't like I know when HD and I first moved here, we didn't have nobody.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know anybody. So like I remember just going to get like a pedicure just so that I can
Have
be
some
by
time alone.
myself, or like finding somewhere to go. And then on top of that, we were in a 1-bedroom apartment. So we really didn't have a way to escape.
Yeah.
And I remember just like sometimes like making sure I stayed out like a little extra time so HD can play his video games in peace.
Right.
Or, being excited when he had a studio session so I could be at home by myself. Like just, you do have to take breaks, even if
Yeah.
it's just for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta miss each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's healthy for people to chill with. You know what I'm saying? Not, there's same sex. You know what I'm saying? Dudes gotta chill with dudes. Women, girls, like
Yeah.
with each other. That's crazy. Because there's some people that live together. There's some people that even work together in the same place, and I think that's even crazier. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where it's not healthy. But like, to each his own. I'm not. If it works for you, anybody out there that's working for you, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. But I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, me neither.
So I have a listener question. It's from one of our listeners, Tia. Hey, Tia.
What's up, T?
What's up, T?
So she said, first off, let me just say I absolutely love the podcast, Not Your Relationship Goals.
We love you too.
She said, I think you guys are so funny and I listen all the time. During your last podcast, you talked about how you love your job. If you don't mind me asking, why do you love it so much? And she said that, I don't know if Tia wants me to share this, but generally she said that, sometimes she feels stuck and uninspired. So she just thought she would ask. So, and I feel like all of us can kind of talk about this because even outside of our job, we have other jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the question is like really about how do you stay inspired and what makes you love what you do so much. So if I could sum it up, Tia, I would say, first of all, I've never taken a job just because I needed a job. So I never wasted time on gotta make my ends meet. Let me just go get a standard 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with people who do that. But 9 times out of 10, that's how you get burnt out really fast because you aren't passionate about it anyway. And you're just really collecting a check. So working at the job that I work at now, it was actually one of my dream jobs. Jazz actually helped me find this position.
Yay!
But it was one of those situations where I always loved the company and the mission that they stood for and, the values of the company. So I already knew going in what I was getting myself into, and I knew what my personal passion was so that I aligned myself with the company that matched the things that I believed in. And I feel like in every aspect you have to do that, even in your hustles. You can't just be out here taking hustles because you need a check. You got to be hustling towards your dreams
Your goals.
and your goals. So that's I would never, make party flyers. I'm not passionate about that. So why would I even put myself in a position to make that make money for me? So that's why I was thinking fueling your passion leads you to money.
Yeah, I will also add to that. It depends on what makes you go.
Yeah.
For me, I like to plan and organize things. I like to try to always think of a way to be more efficient, to make more money with doing less work.
Yeah.
So I'm always researching those types of things and following people who kind of do that too. And I want to say a week or so ago, I had found something on Instagram or something like that talking about ways of achieving your goals or ways of always staying inspired. And they said every day you should write down 10 different ideas every day. And basically you'll always have something that you can work on or something that could possibly turn into the next big thing or something that could turn into your passion project or your business. So you're always keeping your mind going and running and churning and being creative. So you always have something, not necessarily to fall back on, but you always have something to keep those juices flowing.
I think it's important to understand where you are in life also. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, some of these people are not college kids. They're not living at home with their parents, and they need
income.
They need income. So do what you have to do, but also keeping back in your mind what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you work a 9 to 5 that you don't like, make sure you get up earlier. Wake up.
What you got to do for your dreams.
And when you come home, don't just. I know you might be tired,
Yeah.
but don't just go to sleep.
Take that nap though. Take
yeah,
a power nap.
Yeah,
if
take
you
a
need
power nap. You know what I'm saying?
Clock into second shift.
But do every day towards your goals.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you hustling towards your goals. Because if you don't hustle towards your goals, you hustling towards something else that you really don't want to be in.
That's a
you
good
hustling
point.
towards they goals.
Yeah.
You making
And that's
they
the other
goals
thing
match.
too. I think so many people look at like having a 9 to 5 as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Nope.
As long as you're using it to the benefit to get you to your end goal. Like if you want to be the president of that company, cool. If that's what you think is good for your life, then cool. But if you want to own your own business and you have to work a 9 to 5, then you need to be using that 9 to 5 as your resource to like
Fuel your
provide
dreams,
you
yeah.
and you know fuel your dream for your I guess your startup business.
There you go.
But
it.
you know you got to work and you got like we all grown, we all got bills, we all got priorities, we all got things that like life is happening.
We gotta live.
So you have to have a means of living, but at the same time, you should still try your best to align yourself with things that make you happy. Even if it's not your 9 to 5, what are you doing after work to fulfill your happiness? So that's how I feel about it.
That's it. I'm gonna piggyback off of what Trina said, but first thing, it's tough. We're in a society where, right when you 17, 18 years old, getting out of high school, right, and you're expected to know what you want to do. People, or your parents ask you, so what you want to do? What you want to go to college for? That's unfair. You have no idea. And people that say they do, they think they okay because I seen this. They make. Is that gonna make you happy though? They have no because they haven't tried enough things. Not enough. How do you say? They don't have enough life experience. They have no ideas. Young kids don't know. So if you did have to go into the workforce, you know, you're not sure what you want to do, cool. But as you're doing that, as Trina stated before, use that money, that hustle money that you getting from, you know, because you're hustling, and honestly, you busting your ass to get that check. But use that check to try things. I may like this. I may like this. Then you will find it. Then you're like, oh shit, I like doing this. All right, I'm gonna bust my ass here. I'm gonna work for the man, the so-called man, quote unquote, and get this check. But when I get home or after this or early in the morning, like HD said, I'm gonna put some time into this to where then when you keep doing that, you push. Eventually, because you're willing to put your passion to something that you do for free, it's gonna come to a point where you're gonna dive into that, and that's gonna be able to supplement that check that you was working for somebody else so hard for.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
that's how eventually it will bubble. But you have to be willing to gamble on yourself. You have to bet on yourself.
Listen, the help ain't no help coming.
Nah.
There's nobody that's gonna come and save you. There's no lottery ticket that you're gonna win.
Nope.
You gotta have the mindset of I gotta go out and take. I gotta go out and get. You know what I'm saying? If you stranded on an island, you gotta figure out how to get the fuck off that
You
island.
gotta
There's no
figure it
boat
out.
that's gonna come and save you.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Find your happiness, and happiness is relative. It's a state of mind. You know what I mean? So, even you could be happy making $1 if you really enjoy this. So, when you don't look for a job to make you happy, because a job is what it is. It's a job. But you know, when you look towards your passion. Don't look for you know what I'm saying? The job. It's your passion. What fuels you? What makes you happy? What makes you smile to do, and nobody have to give you shit to do it. That's what you aim for.
Yep.
All that other shit, when you're dealing with a job, you're gonna deal with people you don't like. That's just how it goes. When that's just people. That's not the job. That's people. Everybody's gonna run to people you don't like. Get over it. You're gonna run to people that don't like if you're doing your passion. That's just life. But just do something that
And
you
and
feel good.
also you gonna get burnt out on your passion. Like people think like, oh, because
You love
I'm out
what
here
you're
living
doing.
my dreams. Like they like I gotta quit my 9 to 5 so that I can pursue my dreams. Guess what? I worked for myself for 5 years and I was loving what I was doing, but I was fucking exhausted and burnt out. And some
Yeah.
days I hated it, and it was my passion, and it still is my passion. I still do that stuff today, but it's anything that you do repetitively to the point that it becomes your source of work
Income.
and income, it's exhausting. You talk to a Grammy winning singer, they probably hate their job some days. Like that's just life.
That's the way it is.
So you can't look at it like, oh, I got to get out of this 9 to 5 because I need to follow my passion. Like that's going to be tiring too.
It's a lie that your passion, like making your passion your job, means it's easier.
Right.
That's
It's
a lie.
even more harder.
Yeah.
Working for yourself is 10 times harder.
10
Yeah.
times.
10 times. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I should be saying this because some of my coworkers listen to the podcast, but working for myself for 5 years and going to get a 9 to 5 in my dream field that I love, I remember coming home with HD telling him like, yo, like, this is so much easier than having to
Yeah.
hustle.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, you just really got to realize that the road to entrepreneurship, is that the way you say it?
Entrepreneurship.
I can't say it that good. The road to that shit,
The road there.
it ain't easy at all. It's hard,
Yeah, no.
dark, bumpy, lonely, scary.
Yeah.
You
Listen,
get twisted.
Life and
turned.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for pretty pictures,
Yeah.
to get the pretty pictures, you got to work. There's no shortcuts. There's no handouts.
Yeah.
You're going to make your own happiness.
You gotta
Get
be
up, do
out
the
here
work.
grinding.
Cut the bullshit,
Yeah.
and just look in the mirror and look, I want to smile. I'm not going to smile every single day, but if you want to smile 60% of the time, that's better than 50. That's better than 10.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's better than fucking crying.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get up and go get it, man.
Get up.
Yeah.
Make your own happiness.
And also what Barry and I agreed to doing this year, because we work like with our business so hard, is taking like a mental break, like if that's a weekend or a whole week
I need to
out of
do
every
that.
quarter where we're not doing anybody's work, so that we can like recharge ourselves and like, because even being a creative, like if you're always working, you go run out of ideas at some
That
point.
is a
Yeah,
fact.
it's
So
hard.
you gotta take that break to like just relax, not have to think about anything, reset your mind, recharge your body.
I've never done that. I think we're gonna adopt that too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen.
we've been doing it on Sundays.
Yeah.
But even then, like I'm
It's-
sure
it's too
HD
short.
sees me sneaking off to still do something.
No, like
or-
legit, like you ain't answering no.
Yeah.
Like
I-
we did it for Christmas. I literally put when we went to Dallas for New Year's, I put emails to everybody. Like all of
Out of
our things was
office.
set to out of office. If you text me, I ain't answer it. Like I was like, I'm on vacation. I don't got time. Like I don't even care if you just calling to wish me a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't answering it because you could potentially take this conversation over to business.
I've never done that.
I'm not doing that.
That's a great idea.
So I think it's a good thing for you too, because you set a boundary in between, especially being an entrepreneur. You set a boundary in between personal life and business, because
Yeah.
when you're an entrepreneur, you
It's all
eat,
a
sleep,
blur.
and breathe that. So if you give yourself that boundary to where you saying like, and y'all do it on Sundays, so that's good that y'all have y'all Sundays, but then like you were saying, you gotta be able to cut it off. So I don't know. You just gotta figure it out. Whatever that is for you, Tia.
Yes, Tia, because it's the beginning of 2019.
Yes.
You about to go out here and be great
Yeah.
and enjoy the field that you're in and enjoy the growth,
Yeah.
and develop if you're not satisfied.
And it's
So,
okay to take a mental health day.
Yes.
It's
Totally
okay to do that.
Yeah.
And mental health day doesn't necessarily mean like you're depressed or anything like that.
No.
Sometimes you
just
just need
gotta
to
check out.
Sometimes you just need to sleep. Like
Hello.
sometimes that's all it is. Sometimes you just need a nap.
And just remember, things take time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everything is a process.
And don't be taking mental health days every other day.
Yeah, now you gotta be
Yeah.
gotta be strategic. That's why we put ours to once every quarter. So
Yeah.
we get 4 weeks out the year, outside of vacation, possibly. That
Just because you had a long ass day yesterday doesn't mean that you spend all day today sleeping.
listen
That ain't gonna get nothing done.
Right.
at all.
procrastination.
But I think that's
So
that's
on
it.
that note,
With that, let know everybody. Jasmine, where can everybody reach
where
us?
can they find us?
I don't know. No. You
You know,
guys
nigga.
can reach us. Actually, go to our website, www.notyourrelationship.
What is it again? Say it again.
www.notyourrelationshipgoals.com. We'll have it fully up soon, but right now you can go to it and click any of the our social medias, any of the platforms
From that you listen to your podcast, it's all there.
It's all there, so go there. You can also send us questions, listener questions and topics from there.
Whatever platform is easy for y'all, we make it extremely accessible for y'all.
You
We
can find
everywhere.
us anywhere.
Find us
Everywhere.
We there.
Everywhere.
We always there. You ain't never there.
We worldwide, Craig.
Isn't that how it
That's,
goes?
that's wrong.
That's not it.
For real. Yeah,
Oh dang, Jay-Z, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Shout out.
All right. Well,
Peace.
bye guys.
Oh, we love y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the support. Continue to comment, like,
there your
subscribe.
little overnight celebrity over there.
No, because I
Yes.
got to make sure that people know, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate them, even though I
Yeah.
say, crazy
Of
shit
course,
sometimes.
of course.
Don't want to offend nobody.
We appreciate y'all for listening to us be ourselves and for
Yes.
letting us talk and
And
have
never
our
mind that
truth.
little sideway conversation that we started with. Dang.
Love that.
Pay attention to
Pay attention
all
to
of
all of
that.
that.
Pay
That's-
attention to
you know,
all
that's
of
who
I
we
love
are.
you, baby.
Say it
love
with
you
your
too.
chest.
I love you too.
What you got planned for my birthday?
None of your
We'll,
goddamn
we'll,
business.
we'll leave that for next episode, everybody. We love y'all. Appreciate it.
Good
Peace.
night.
Bye.